So where to? In the old mountaintops of the giants. Do we just press on? Do we look at catacombs? Things of that nature? Do we speak to Shabriri? Have we even spoken to Yura? Have we got the crystal tear thing that we'd need? No, we haven't got the crystal tear that helps us against Mohg. That's concerning. Hello, Shabriri.
May chaos take the world!
Yeah, he's a fun guy. He's a kooky guy, is old Shabriri. But we're here for smithing stones. Well, bell bearings, which then lead to smithing stones. These lads will probably be pissed off because we killed their boss brother a few minutes ago, but that's fine. We'll also pinch their spell. That's fine, they won't mind. Come on, Wes, get off the horse. You don't want that bugger following us down here. We've got our bell bearing and we're going to leave. See you later, friends. Now, we should probably grab the Site of Grace at this catacomb, just because even if we're not doing it right now, which we're not, we probably want the Site of Grace just in case we come back later. And it's not exactly hard to get the Sites of Grace for these catacombs, because it's just inside the door. It's not one of those pain in the bum things where you have to ride down a lift to get it like the heroes' graves. But now we're going to venture across the old big bridge of Spookums. Gallop, Torrent. Gallop like you're a mad thing with no sense of self-preservation. And then snag that loot whilst you're here. Lost Ashes. Cool. Yep. Nice try, giant friend. Now, was any of this loot worthwhile? One of these days I'll remember. It's probably always worth just coming down here, just because it's safer than getting shot at the top by our giant friend. And yeah, can't go wrong with a bit of rainbow stone and golden rune. Now, how could one just press on? We could just go up the river way, and then... Oh yeah, we'd be at a point where we could do Juno Hosler, the last boss of Thingy, if we wanted. But we haven't actually done Riley the Idol yet, so that's not really an option right now. What happens if we go right at this frozen river? Have we done that before? I feel like we might have done. So we can't get up to Castle Sol, I don't think. Because it looks from the map as though it's up that cliff somewhere. So yeah, let's just ride in this direction and see what we can see. Well, we could also use this to see what we can see. So where's that castle? Got some sort of magic tower over there, I think. That might be it. Basically, what we can see is rocks and snow. And a suspicious stake of Marika. Oh no, that's the summoning thing. Is that more or less suspicious? But we're also on the edge of the known map. We're about to head into East Mountaintops of the Giants if we carry on. What's going on with this graveyard though? Sort of snakes inside of skulls and skelly bones. Any particular reason to mess with any of these skellies? Oh, there we go. That'll be a castle down there. Very nice. Yep. Can't check my map at this point. Some bugger's ringing a bell, so that sounds like a mausoleum. Now our beast eye is quivering. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, hello. It's our friend Tibbs. Hello, you. Maybe we're best off on foot for this encounter. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the most difficult encounter in the world. Not quite sure why you're off the edge of a cliff like this, though. And I should probably deal with you, because you're just a pain in the ass. Yeah. Tibia Mariners, even in the mountaintops of the giants. Not all that. Elfin Steeple. And a Death Root. Strength, Dex, and an Int Greatsword. With Ruinous Ghost Flame. That sounds fun. But either way, Mariner's dead now. That's the main thing. And that appears to be Castle Sol, I believe. I don't know why you'd have a place called Castle Sol up here in amongst all of this snow and ice. But maybe it's not Sol as in the sun and solar stuff. Is this drop safe? It looks pretty safe. It's a safe drop. Deathrite bird. That's not what we asked for. Stake America though, so yeah. We'll give this a go. Oh. Ouch. We're gonna get pecked if we're not careful. Oh, these are the buggers that are wrecked by holy damage, aren't they? Although, sadly, we've got none of that on a person. But we have got headshots. If we don't get ghost flamed to death. Which is what's happening right now, unfortunately. Bam! Get crits then. Although now we're not really in any position to do much with our crit damage. Got a lot of health. And we've got not many flasks. Now, can we crit you this time? No, because you're bloody over there. Your head is just constantly in the wrong place for us to crit you. Now what? Yeah, you go for my summon for a second. Yeah, not that much though. Come on, come down here. You're going to wreck him at this rate. Come for me. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, walked into that nonsense. That was a good hit. Ow. Oh, piss off. Bloody ghost flames. They are the worst. What? I didn't know you had an Explodo. You saved that for a tight corner, didn't you? Well, the uneven terrain made that an absolute pain in the ass, didn't it? Now, where's our runes? Yeah. There goes most of our health already. Thanks to the ghost flames. And the camera being a bit of a shit. That doesn't help. Now, get crit. Let's see how much damage this does. Not a huge amount. I was hoping it'd be more. Now, what if we just stand behind you? Oh yeah, we get Explodo, don't we? So that Explodo is just a regular everyday move that can do as much as it likes. Fine. Now, where are our rooms? Over there. So let's go somewhere else. Because I want to find a site of grace somewhere in this vicinity. No, bugger off. I'm not dealing with you right now. There's a site of grace. Right next to our mausoleum friend. Oh god, I'm right next to a lion warrior inside that castle. That's awful. Now, what can we do about you? Do you have foot barnacles? You do. There we go. Another mausoleum down. Just to stop the bloody ringing, basically. Wait. Cheeky git. Now, should we have a look at this lion warrior before we end the day? Yeah, this is Castle Sol, alright. Ow. Awful bugger. How much health have you got? We'll take a moment, if you don't mind. There. Thought we could get in before that hit us, and I was wrong. Oh god, and it's like a mist effect. That's even worse. If you're going to respawn every time, that would be an absolute bumhole pain. Oh god, there's two of you. We didn't sign up for this nonsense. Yeah, we'll just hit and run, and hit and run. Or just get hit and fail to run. That's an option, I guess. Or, no, we can't use bows on this lot. They will just input read us and avoid it. But yeah, it's a shame they just don't seem to get stunned. Just wait for that mist to dissipate if we can. No, we're in trouble now. Run away. Don't chain your mists, you awful buggers. How am I supposed to do anything if you're chaining your mists? How did that not kill you? There we go. One down. Somber smithing stone. Nice. And then we died. So the question is, does that one respawn? The answer might well be no. So now we could just choose the other one. Oh, the other one starts on half health. Nice. Ouch. But then it bodies us. That's fair enough, I guess. And it's going to kill us, isn't it? Before we get a flask off. Oh, that's because I'm trying to use the wrong flask. Fair enough. We'll use the correct one instead. And then we'll almost die. And then we'll use another one. And then we'll almost die again. And down they go. Easy. Definitely no deaths and difficulties. No way. Thanks, Tan. And now we're suddenly here. At the audience pathway in front of Praetor Raikad's room. So, what's the plan? We haven't upgraded the old spear at all. Because we haven't picked it up yet. But we've already got a half-decent mimic, so... yeah, we'll take that, thank you. And let's see. Equip the old Serpent Hunter. May as well get rid of the other whip, because we don't need it. We're going to be two-handing this bad boy. Come on, mimic friend. Let's go deal with the serpent, shall we? If this fails, we'll just upgrade the old thing a bit. But let's see how we get on. Oh god. It's a good start. Are we just too far away from them at this point to do any proper damage? Let's try some charged attacks. Let's try not to get puked on. And we may as well have a safety flask. Well done, Mimic. You ready for round 2? Against old Uggo himself. What's he doing? Jumping backwards. Awful bugger. Try a bit of charged L2 a few times. Let's see. We're close to running out of FP. But he's close to running out of life, so that's good. There we go. First try. Pretty sure a serpent does die. All you need is a friend with a second spear. And that's a buttload of runes. Lovely stuff. What's up, friend Hugh? We've got enough to upgrade our Rumi to plus 18. And then what? We needed 12 5s and 12 6s. Oh yeah, I forgot we were using the bow as well. Yeah, well, let's get that up to plus 9. I keep forgetting that Annie's supposed to be an archery character, probably because bows don't scale terribly well in this game. And whips are an awful lot of fun. More vigour. We just need more vigour. Could do with more endurance as well, to be honest. Now, back to old mountaintops, I guess. Maybe we'll venture further east. Not that we can see anything with this bloody fog. Oh, that would be why there's fog, would it? There's apparently a dragon about. It's pretty strong as well. I feel like it's going to one-shot us if it manages to... Okay. It's got fog attacks of the freezing variety. Who'd have thought it? Let's just stay on the move. Oh, that caught us. Stay alive, please, Torrent. Now what? Okay, I was expecting a breath attack there. That's fine, though. Maybe we should be using our other whip. Doing a bit of bleed damage to it. Oops. Caught us with that one, didn't you? Cheeky monkey. This whip seems to be doing more damage than a Rumi. Oops. Oops, I thought we were knocked off. Yeah, we were knocked off our horse, but then we stayed standing for some reason? Question mark? I wasn't expecting us to be able to still move, so that caught me by surprise, somewhat. Yeah, it's got lower dex scaling, but it's doing more damage. I guess it's just better. Which means we should probably be leveling up the other petal whip as well, and just going dual petal whip. But we haven't got the runes for that right now. At least this is a useful little site of grace to have for this fight. Ah, piss off. Okay, that time we got knocked off Torrent good and proper. Yes, I want to resummon Torrent. Why else would I press the buttons? And, yep, do your spin. Over there now, are we? Well, that's fine, we'll just come in here and whip your wing a bit. A bit of staying on the move might be useful. And there we go, we've got a bleed on. Very nice. Still going to need a bit more than this to get the job done though, so hopefully it doesn't hit too many of those hard to see frost breath attacks. Especially because our frostbite meter isn't dropping that low, that slowly. And gonna spin? Or have we confused you there by coming around the side again? Okay. That wasn't so bad. Oh, that's bad though. That's the one we're gonna get killed by at some point. Oh! That caught Torrent by surprise. Now, what are you going to do? Tail whip? Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Safety flask, just because we don't want to get one shot. And another safety flask, and probably another one. Because we've almost got the job done. We shouldn't need that many more flasks. Now, another tail whip. Yep. And in we come again. Job done. Well done, Annie. It's a good chunk of rune. Very nice. Which means we should probably upgrade our other petal whip. Harumi has served us well, but it seems as though at some point it just got... Well, no, actually. 205 plus 136. 187 plus 196. So why was the Hoslow's petal whip doing more damage against the dragon? Was it just because it's a strike weapon? And strike weapons are generally better than slash weapons against things? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll hang fire. Maybe we'll keep using Harumi. And we won't upgrade just yet. We'll instead spend some runes on a bit of endurance, maybe. No, we should probably find the next site of grace, because unless we want to bloody unlock this cave on everybody, we're going to need a nearby site of grace if we're going to be tangling with that dragon on everyone. Which I'm sure we will be. Because it kind of is in the way. But we don't really know where we're going. Oh, there's a map down there. Guess we're heading south then. Let's grab the map before we worry too much about anything else. Before we worry about that big old thing over there. Yeah, we're headed the right way. For the map. But there was a church back there. And you know what that means. Probably means sacred tear of some sort. So yeah. We'll suddenly change our mind. We've got a site of grace. We can easily jump back there. But let's go find the church. Now then. Looks pretty... Yep, site of grace. It's pretty empty in here. First church in America. Finally made it all the way to the first one. And there is indeed a sacred tear. Lovely stuff. So there's one more somewhere, and then we've got all 12. Should probably talk to Melina while we're here.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
Go on then.
In Marika's own words, hark, brave warriors. Hark, my Lord Godfrey. We commend your deeds. Guidance hath delivered ye through each ordeal to the place ye stand. Put the giants to the sword and confine the flame atop the mount. let a new epoch begin. An epoch glistening with life. Brandish the Elden Ring for the age of the Erd Tree.
Well, that was worthwhile. Thanks, Mel. Anything else exciting happening around this church? Doesn't look like it. So that's fine, I guess. Anything exciting happening up these rocks? Yes. Smithing 7. Cool. 3 of them, no less. That's very cool. So, excuse me, fire monks. We just want to ride straight through your little camp, if we can. We appear to have some sort of fort. That's very cool, very nice. We might come back and loot it of all its treasures in a bit. But for now, if you'll just excuse us, that would be lovely. Now, is that... These look like the Catacomb guys. But there's lots of them. They're pointing in multiple different directions. Oh, there's our map just there. Good. There we go. Right, so what have we got? We've just unlocked Giant's Grave Post. That one up there was White Ridge Road. So yeah, there's not much to the south of the Church of Marika. There's not much going on up there really, except a big frozen lake. There's that little fort that we'll investigate at some point. And then we've got all around and about this bit to explore, I guess. We never got to that, did we? Did we get to that across there? Maybe. That might be a mystery for another time. The time is what we're short of right now, but let's have a little jolly. Let's ride around this cliff edge for a bit, just see if anything exciting happens. Flame Peak. Cool. That's a hand. Yeah, that's some sort of giant's grave over there, or hero's grave, or something of that ilk. Don't know what the technical term for it is. Better not be full of hands. What? Jeez. Speak of the devil. Right, what have you got for us then? And the giant conquering hero's grave. Is it awful? All I know is my gut says probably.